Hello friends, it's Chelsea Face Reads. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I have a small-ish manga and book haul for you, so let's see everything that I've gotten recently. So I only have one book and then a few manga to show you, so I'm just going to jump straight into the manga and then do the book last, as I usually do. I needed to place a book order from Barnes & Noble because we were running low on things that my husband likes to read, and he's very particular about series that he's into. He wants to complete them if possible, and he's just really been loving Berserk, so I got volumes 6, 7, and 8 of the Berserk singles. He has been loving this. Honestly, I didn't expect him to like it. He has been really enjoying it. Your dog ever just do that thing where they like jump and have a spaz attack? I think me putting that book down very gently on the floor freaked him out. Anyways, I got 6, 7, and 8. He has already read 6 and he's in the middle of 7. This one's still wrapped because he hasn't started it yet, but he is devouring those like candy, like absolutely loving them. I just read volume 1 for the first time. I'm gonna let you know my thoughts in a separate video, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more manga content from me if you want to see my first impressions of Berserk. Next up, I ordered this in the same order that all this is in, but the original package was left in the rain. It was very rainy that day that it was dropped off. It was supposed to come the next day, so I wasn't worried about it. And I got home and there was a package, and we had this little cover in front of our door that would have made it safe from the rain, but they put it right next to it, so it was directly in the rain all day. And this book was very heavily damaged. The rest of them were okay. There was one that I just kind of let slide, but I messaged them. They were very kind and sent me a replacement with no extra cost. I didn't have to ship it back. They said I could keep the other one and do with it as I please. But that was the 13th omnibus of Inuyasha by Rumiko Takahashi. As you know, I've been very slowly collecting this series. Rumiko Takahashi can do no wrong in my eyes. So I want to collect all of her series if possible, and this is one that I've just been slowly making my way through. And these are very expensive, about 20 bucks a pop, depending on where you're from. US, they're $19.99. So I was going to try to get a replacement for this one specifically if I could. So I was very grateful that they were able to do that for me. No problem, very quickly to answer me. So that's another reason why I do recommend Barnes & Noble if you don't have an indie shop that does sell manga, which I don't. Very excited to continue that series, as I love Rumiko Takahashi's stuff. She's a phenomenal illustrator and I like her storytelling. So I also picked up Wolf Girl and Black Prince Volume 3. This is by Ayuko Hata, the same creator as Imakoi. I really liked that one, and I like the toxicity in this series, so I am going to continue reading it. I've not bought a new volume in a long time, so I might need to restart it, but I am going to continue to collect the series and then eventually read through it. We'll see if I just pick this one up or if I do wait. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel, but this is pretty much like a girl is like being blackmailed or something. Oh yeah, she uses him as a pretend boyfriend, and then he treats her like a dog. So it's like this bad guy is like pretending to be her boyfriend, and then she has to like be his whatever he wants her to be for the day or whatever, just as payback. So it seems like it's going to turn into like a really fun romance. I know it's toxic. I've watched like an episode of the anime. I get it, but I like it. I like toxic relationships in manga. I think it can be fun. Not in real life though, for sure. I also picked up volume 2 of Why Reliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion. As I've told you guys in my wrap up for June, I love this series so much. I haven't read this volume yet, but the anime is definitely one of my top favorites at the moment. I love the first volume of this. I'm excited to be officially collecting it now. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I'm finally gonna do it, and I'm just so excited. I'm very thankful this one didn't get damaged either, because these are also $20 a pop. These manhwa prices are killing me, being the same price as an omnibus with 3 volumes in it. That is crazy. I know they're in full color, but I still just have a hard time believing that this is $20. But that's just me. Maybe the author's getting paid heavy bucks. That's the only way that I can justify it in my brain. But I really like this series. It's about this girl here who she is isekai'd for certain circumstances into a world of a book that she has read, and she ends up being inside this girl named Ray Liana's body. And so she knows the story and how it's supposed to go, and her character is supposed to die very early on, and she does what she can to stop that. And then it turns into a romance and a lot of mystery. There's a lot of political intrigue and stuff going on in this, betrayals, royalties, that kind of thing. It's messy but good and funny, and there's a lot of tension between the two main characters, and I love that about it. I love a good adult tension romance. It's so good. I cannot wait to continue this. I also picked up one that I haven't continued in a while. I think there's only 4 collector's edition of this series, but I kind of just put it off. That is Marmalade Boy volume 3 of the 2-in-1s. This is by Wataru Yoshizumi, and I'm very thankful to Seven Seas that they're putting out these editions, because otherwise we probably would never get them re-released ever. I never got to read the original release, so this is all new to me. And it's got these beautiful colored pages in here, but they're so pretty. The artwork is stunning. I love this era of manga artists where they look very similar. Like, it's a very timely style that these were drawn in, just like Kadocha and Arisa. I'm not having a good brain moment right now, but things drawn around this era are like really pretty to me. I love the art style of this. It's giving Red River, just that era of manga art for shoujo, and I love it. I love it. I eat it up, and this is in that vein. The story is like kind of strange to me. I'm not sure if I love it yet, but it's about this girl who she ends up living with this guy and his family. They kind of like co-parent together. The mom and dads kind of mesh together in a set of circumstances I'm not going to spoil, but they end up moving in together and I guess falling in love. I don't know everything yet because I am just starting it, but it is entertaining, and I'm just really, really proud to be able to buy this, and that it's been kind of retranslated so that it is updated, because I know that a lot of older manga can have some really outdated language in it. I picked up one a few years ago, if you've seen that vlog. It was a Christmas vlog where I was reading a different volume of manga every day, and there was like heavy R-word usage, and I'm just like, whoa! So I'm glad that they're doing this with these new editions, like retranslating them, because sometimes that language just takes you out of it. I do recommend it if you're interested in older series. I also picked up another doozy of a price tag. I was just feeling crazy this time. Volume 3 of The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl. I really loved the first 2 volumes of this. I was just really hesitant because of that Square Enix price tag. These are $15 and they're super mega thin. Let me find a regular volume of manga. This is a regular one. And this is the Square Enix. Now it is a bigger trim size, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's like it's half the size or less than half the size of a regular volume, and that just irks me the wrong way. But I do really like the story, and I want to support the artist. It's just really hard with those price tags and how quickly they can go by. But the art is gorgeous, and I love a good male perspective romance where the guy falls hard for the girl first. I just eat that up. It's so good. I know I keep saying that phrase, but I am loving what I'm reading right now, and I'm loving the things that I'm picking up. So I need to just use another word. But it is so good, and if you haven't tried this series and you love a good adult office romance, please consider checking this one out. It's got a little bit of magic in it, and it's just really sweet. Next up, I got My Girlfriend's Child Volume 2. This is by Momoru Aoi, and I love the first volume. I was really excited to pick up Volume 2 of this because I did really enjoy the first one. It was very serious topics, but I think that the creator is mega talented, and the art style just really drew me in. It's very hand-drawn, and I am just naturally drawn to the hand-drawn style of manga. That's why I usually like the older series, because they look more hand-drawn. I do that in my everyday life too. Like if we're talking about something like Disney, which I don't love Disney at the moment, I'm much more likely to watch the older 2D series than I am the new everything looks the same, 3D modeled, AI looking garbage. But that's just my opinion. I love a hand-drawn series, and this one you can definitely see the style shining through of the creator, and it's very fine lines. I will just catch myself staring at a panel of someone's hair or the background, and I can really tell the intention of what the creator was going for with that art style. I think it's a very delicate, just like the situation that these two are in with a teenage pregnancy, and I just can't wait to continue reading this. I haven't read this one yet, but I know that this is going to be a very heavy one. I love a good heavy manga series every once in a while, so I hope you guys will consider it if it's not too triggering for you. And the last manga that I got was You and I Are Polar Opposites, Volume 2 by Kocha Agasawa. This is one that I did really like the first volume. I think it's a shonen. Yeah, it's a shonen jump. The covers are really pretty. I think they are cute, a little too cute to be a shonen sometimes. They've gotten where they like to design shonen covers to look like they're shoujo, and it makes me wonder what the purpose of that is. Are you trying to trick girls into buying more shonen? Because I don't think that's really an issue. Or are you trying to, I don't know what the purpose of that is, because I don't think a guy would see this and just pick that up instinctively. Of course, there's your outliers, you know, like I know a lot of guys who read shoujo and don't have a problem with it, but I don't think most guys who read manga on the regular, shonen, would pick this up and think, oh, that's for me. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. I think there's something going on there. But I do really like the character designs in this. The art style is really unique. A lot of the faces are really simply drawn. A lot of the outlines are really thick. There's a lot of dialogue in it, but it is kind of slapstick and silly. It's just this girl who, she's a gyaru and he's kind of nerdy, and she's in love with him and they like each other, and they are polar opposites. I like it. It's not like the most terribly unique series I've ever read, but it's enough for me to enjoy it and pick it up, and the covers are really cute, so that's another reason why I like it. And that's all the manga I have, and I do have one book. I don't think I've talked about it here, and if I have, I apologize, but I did want to show it to you because it's so pretty. I picked up A Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim. It's a gorgeous book. It has like the gold on it. It has the gold edges. Really pretty. And then when you take off the slip cover, it's got this really pretty dragon thing on the front. It's just a really pretty cover. I even like the inside pages like that. And from what I can tell, let me read the synopsis to you. So our main character girl is a con artist. Her dad goes missing at sea and she needs to support her mom and sisters. She's an art forger, so she has this ability to paint the future. Her mom has a gambling problem. She has to do a lot of forgery to get out of that debt. She agrees to a contract of marriage with a mysterious dragon lord and hopes to give her family a new start. Her dad's missing. She's trying to figure out what's up with that. Has to end up being like taking part in some treason. So it's gonna be political, I think. It's gonna have some magic going on with her painting. Like, I love the cover. It really intrigued me with her being a painter. I don't know if this is a standalone or if this is supposed to be a long-running series, but I have heard good things about other books by this creator, and I really want to read more fantasy, and I think this is YA fantasy, so I'm trying to get back into that. I love YA fantasy. I just tend to get distracted after the first volume of something or the first book of something. I'm trying to get better about that and completing series, but as you can see, I've got quite a few back here that are volume 2s or the second book, and I just haven't continued them. And it's not because I don't want to or whatever, it's just that I get distracted by other books, and this being one of those that I picked up when I probably shouldn't have. But I do have interest in some more YA fantasy. If you've got really good recommendations that feel like manga that you're reading, let me know, because I tend to gravitate towards things that I don't know if most people will like them. I don't know. I can't really define my tastes in YA fantasy for sure, because I've picked up some and absolutely loved them. They don't tend to be the most popular. And then I'll pick up some that are really popular and I don't like them, or I can't get into them because they just seem too complex for myself. I don't know. It's a really hard thing for me to navigate, but if you know of a really good YA fantasy standalone or a series that is easy to approach, doesn't have a ton of crazy stuff going on, and was very easy to approach, let me know because I might want to check that out. But yeah, this one looked really cute, and I always want to support my indie bookstore, and that's where I picked that one up. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this manga and book haul. I hope that you will like, comment, and subscribe for more content from me. I have a lot of ideas coming up soon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Have a safe and wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!